2, 3. Saludos amigos, Cash, your president and CEO of Cash International Luxury Real Estate. Guys, I'm coming to you today from Punta Cana, Dominican Republic. Guys, this is one of the most thriving markets in the entire country, the entire Caribbean. And today what we're going to do is I'm going to touch base on why exactly this is happening. And today's video specifically is going to be doing a comparison between the Dominican Republic's economy in the last month of August 2024, and we're going to compare that squarely to the economic growth in the USA and also in Canada. And guys, you're going to be in for some surprising news, because as pro and bullish I am on the Dominican Republic economy, this news just, blew me away, and I was more bullish now after reading this article. So today we're going to be sharing this information with you. Enjoy. All right, guys, so let's get started. This is going to be a quick article. I'm standing right here, and there's a reason I'm standing here. I'm standing here right in front of the almost famous now Blue Mall here in Punta Cana. This is one of the major drivers of economic growth here in Punta Cana. Having Blue Mall and the amenities that are here, that are around Blue Mall, are phenomenal. Right down the road here, you got National. National has just experienced massive growth. It used to be a tiny little store only a few years ago. Now it's a massive, thriving grocery store, national chain here that is packed all the time. So when I'm talking about this market here in the Dominican Republic, specifically today I'm in Punta Cana, okay? But when I'm talking about Dominican Republic's economy and why I am here and why I'm not there, here's some of the reasons, okay? So let's talk about August 2024 in the Dominican Republic. How was our economic news reported? What did August bring for the Dominican Republic? Here you go, guys. So in the last month, which was today, we're in September, last month, August, the Dominican Republic experienced 5.6% growth in the economy last August. Okay, that is something that is mind-blowing, because when we compare to Canada, you're going to see why. Key sectors that push that economic growth forward were the mining industry. I've talked to you guys about that. We're a major exporter of gold. We have some of the biggest gold mines in the entire world right here. But mining, free trade, manufacturing. I talked to you guys about the Punta Cana International Airport. Same thing over there. Major investments in the airport as far as warehousing and free trade agreements with different countries. So we're starting to reap the rewards of that hard work by the government. We're starting to see that growth. The other thing is, and this is what I talk to you about all the time, the construction industry. The construction industry here is booming on all levels. I'm going to touch base on that a little bit later. Another strong indicator that we saw here, the Dominican Republic's economy has maintained an average growth rate of 5.1% for the last 8 months, the first 8 months of 2024. That is huge. In an economy, world economy, that you're seeing economies tanking and coming down, and the air being let out of those bubbles. What we're seeing here in the Dominican Republic is steady growth. You're not seeing a big influx. You're seeing steady 5.1% over the last 8 months. That is amazing. Why does this matter? Well, guys, it matters because the country's strong economic growth positions itself as a regional leader. Already we are in the Caribbean a regional leader, but worldwide we're becoming an international leader. As you guys saw in an earlier video, traced back to it a few months back, we actually blew away China in our GDP growth. You would never think that. A little country here in the Caribbean blowing away China as far as GDP growth. Guys, there's something happening here, and that's why I am here, and people like-minded are here investing and living, okay? The Dominican Republic already leads Latin America, blowing away everybody else in Latin America, Mexico, Colombia, everybody. Okay, the Dominican Republic's growth is through the roof. So let's talk a little bit about the U.S. now. And this is a little bit depressing. When we get to Canada, you're going to be really depressed if you live in Canada. But United States, slowdown. What is the prognosis? What is the forecast? Slowdown and stagnation. That's what this article is stating. Okay, the growth rate was approximately 3% for Q2 of 2024. The expectations from the economic forums and the financial institutions is that the USA is going to experience a greater slowdown due to the high inflation rates, and we talk about that all the time. Cost of living. Average Joe is not able to live a normal life there. It takes husband, wife, and all children to be able to afford their basic rent. They can't even afford to own a home anymore, okay? So you're seeing a massive slowdown happening in the U.S. Key challenges that the U.S. is facing right now, guys, and this is something to really pay attention to. You can hear an airplane taking off right over there. I love that. I love the sound of that, because you know what that is? That's progress. That's people coming to the Dominican Republic. That's people visiting the Dominican Republic. And Punta Cana International Airport is just 10 minutes away from me. Not even, maybe 5 minutes away from me. So it's really, really convenient. I can hear that. I don't know if you guys can hear that on the camera. Key challenges that you're going to be facing here, guys. The U.S. is going to be facing, not myself, but the USA is going to be facing is weaker consumer spending is going to be happening. There's going to be a reduction in business investments. So you're going to see the business pulling back. They're not going to be investing as much because the consumer is not spending as much. Absolutely the opposite is happening here in Dominican Republic. As I showed you in Piantini, guys, it is on fire. It is nothing but growth. There is no commercial spaces available. You don't see people going out of business. You don't see people losing their jobs. It is on fire, and that is the stark opposite that you're seeing in the USA. Now let's get to Canada, guys. This one is going to depress you if you are Canadian. All right, so what was the growth rate in Canada? 0. August of 2024, 0% growth rate. That was shocking to me. I understand that North America is on a downward turn. I understand. I give you all my reasons why, and I tell you why I'm here. But this one really shocked me, because 0% growth rate in August 2024. Key sectors, service sectors that showed the dip, manufacturing, transportation, they all faced pullbacks in Canada. Canada's growth is projected to be around 1% in Q3, so a slight increase in Q3. GDP growth is basically non-existent in Canada. So Canada is just getting its ass kicked, and there's reasons for that. And those are part of the reasons why so many of my clients have decided to move here from Canada. And if they haven't moved now, they're planning for tomorrow. And if they aren't planning for tomorrow, they're eyeballing what we're doing over here, and they're getting ready to make those shifts. These are not small investments that are being made here. These are anywhere from the 100K range all the way to the $10 million range. Major investments are being made from Canada over here into the Dominican Republic. So yeah, that's pretty shocking. Okay, basically Dominican Republic is doubling economic growth in 2024 from the US, and it is 6 times, okay, 0% to 6%, 6 times more than Canada. There's a reason people you're talking to, people you see on YouTube channels, people that you see on Instagram that are saying they're moving and they love where they live over here. Those people are leaving for a specific reason. So, a quick recap here. Let's run through the Dominican Republic here really quick. Why is this happening in Dominican Republic? Why are we kicking ass right now? Well, here's some of the reasons. The Dominican Republic's real estate market is thriving. It's fueled by the country's strong economic growth and increasing foreign investments. We are not just being noticed by Canadians and North Americans. We are being noticed by the entire sector. Okay, the entire world is taking notice of what is happening here in the Dominican Republic. We just signed an open airs agreement with Argentina today. That actually just happened today. Okay, more and more flights are coming in. More and more agreements are happening internationally. We're doing something with Saudi Arabia, I believe. We're doing stuff with the U.S. There's open air agreements happening there. There's so much activity and so much attention on this specific country for so many reasons. Okay, the construction boom. The construction sector grew by 6.9%. It's basically 7% in August of 2024, reflecting the high demand of residential and commercial tourism developments that are coming here to the Dominican Republic. This is not a bubble, guys. I told you before, this is not a bubble. It's not like 2008, not like 2009. Why? I'll tell you. Because people are choosing to live here. Before they were speculating, buying real estate, getting ready to sell it. No, it totally changed now. What people are doing is they're buying real estate for the intent of living here, okay? Their families are moving here. So when they're moving here, these people that are coming into this market are now coming here and fueling the economy more. You're getting people like me that are coming here creating jobs, creating opportunities, building businesses. And that is a stark difference between what is happening in Canada, where, and you see this on, you hear Trump and Trump yelling and screaming about it. You hear all these politicians yelling and screaming about it. Immigration is an issue over there. You're not getting talented workforces coming into North America and Canada. What you're getting is the opposite. You're getting workforces coming in, unfortunately, and I feel bad for everybody. Right now, this is really just speaking to the economics of it, but you're not getting a talented workforce coming in into these countries, into Canada and US. Reverse happening here. You're getting talented workforces shifting gears and coming into the Dominican Republic and doing great things. Tourism and hospitality sector, that grew by 7.1%. That expansion was mind-blowing. Hotels, bars, restaurant services, all of these are completely on fire. This is driving the demand for short and long-term rentals. That means it's driving demand for investment in these kind of properties. So it's all just tied in together. The snowball effect is amazing, and it's very quick on a positive note versus the negative of Canada and the US. Free trade zones, we talked about that again. I'm going to touch base on that. The real estate and surrounding free trade zones, industrial areas, is also seeing an increased demand, further contributed by the economy's strong growth. So everything is really, we're hitting on all cylinders. That's what I would like to say. Now let's tie it back into what we do. Love where you live. We sell real estate. We show you great opportunities. Why is now a good time to invest in real estate here in the Dominican Republic? The high potential of returns. Because the economy's on fire, because everybody's taking notice of the Dominican Republic, you're having amazing returns with growth in sectors like construction and tourism. Property values are expected to rise and continue to rise. Solid return on your real estate investments. Okay, strong economic fundamentals. I talked about this in previous videos. With a stable inflation rate, the Dominican Republic government did a great job of maintaining inflation. Okay, not letting that get out of control. They didn't drop interest rates for loans and all of those things. With stable inflation rates and effective fiscal policies, the Dominican Republic is offering an environment of economic stability, okay? We have economic and political stability here, and that becomes a very, very attractive offer for international investors that are dealing with chaos in their own countries, all right? Let's move to the next one, and then we'll wrap this one up. I got Carissa waiting in the car over there. So expanding international interest, okay? I talked about that. International interest in the Dominican Republic is snowballing. People are taking notice. The most conservative, people that would never leave their own city, let alone their own province or country, are taking notice. These people are saying, wait, there's higher risk in me staying where I'm at versus coming to the Dominican Republic, and this is happening internationally on all levels. Guys, sorry, I forgot my mic. If there's a little bit of wind blowing on that microphone, I apologize for that. This was a spontaneous video. When I read this article, I had to get this out to you guys right away. Latin America's taking notice. Dubai, all these different countries, obviously Canada and US, Colombia, everybody's taking notice, and they're coming to the Dominican Republic to do business, to live, to love where they live, all right? So in summary, while the US and Canada economies have faced challenges in August, and the foresight is very gloomy for both countries, the Dominican Republic's economy continues to outperform expectations and financial goals, offering significant growth to key sectors like real estate. Now is the ideal time, guys. Now is the time to get in. I've been saying this to you for years. You're not late to this party. This is a massive country on an absolute economic upward swing. Get into this economy, get into this market. If you're not ready to move here, which I promise you you're going to be very soon, I know the world is going to take a shift in a direction that's not going to be favorable to other countries. It's going to be great for the Dominican Republic. So if you're not ready to move here yet, invest. Purchase your slice of paradise. We'll help you guys rent it out. We'll keep the return on your investment coming. You're going to see appreciation, and now is the time to get into this market because the news is very positive. All right, guys? So I hope this one helps you out. I hope it helps you understand what's going on in the real world. This article really helped me out. I just, as soon as I read it, I had to share it with you guys. Remember, make us your first phone call if you're looking at, we deliver a trifecta. Cap Cana, Punta Cana, then we hop you into San Domingo, specifically in Piantini, where we bring you that, that urban life, best restaurants, best everything, okay, in Piantini, and then you go to Las Trenes, true paradise, beautiful mountains, beautiful beaches. We bring you these three markets because they're very unique and very different, and they offer something for everyone. And I think if you work with our brokerage and our team, you're going to be able to find your slice of paradise. All right, guys, that's it for this video. Thanks for sticking in there. Thanks for please remember to like, subscribe, share. Thank you for doing that, and keep spreading the word about what myself and my family are doing here, what my team is doing, because I guarantee it is going to benefit yourself, your family, your friends, and anyone that you get this exposure to. All right, guys, thanks so much. Love where you live, and talk to you soon.